good morning, Ben. How are you?
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Just fine. Thank you very much. Just finished the weekend. Came back to work. It's all good over here.
Good. It's all good over here too. Weather's
Uh,
great over here. It's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny.
that's nice. That's nice. Here it's about 95 Fahrenheit. A bit hot, but that's okay. We live in an air conditioned area. So it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Right. All right. So our meeting today, we talk about the whole process from the actually the day that the investor would like to invest with us until the day we land the property and all the process all along. So
So how do what do I mean? How do we pick properties? I mean, what do you look at when I send you a property?
so first of all, the first thing that I'm doing with my investors is actually to understand their needs, how much money they want to invest. Uh, what about I'm talking about the equity position. I'm talking about the income. What are the percentage that they're looking for, and from there we actually start to look for properties. We're working in AB's area. That's it. We don't want to work in an area that the property management will have to run to collect the rent every month.
Yeah. What was it? We had good success.
Oh yes, we have almost I don't know around 100 properties for the last 2 years, and almost no eviction.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
good, right? Absolutely. So these are the areas we're looking for. So the process starts actually when we find a property. Then I build a business plan to my investors, to our investors, and go through the numbers. And it's very detailed. So there is the property price, the construction. The construction price come after the inspection with the
Every house gets inspected. So
absolutely,
every house
absolutely.
gets. Now, what about title company? We go through the title company on every deal, correct?
Of course, of
Yeah.
course. We make sure that we have the title commitment and we have the HUD and all the documents necessary for the closing. And from there, we start the construction after the closing date. So
So
pretty much,
basically, so basically, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, but
yeah,
basically, you're saying we do everything for the client and assist them through all of this.
absolutely. I call my service to my investor no English needed service. And absolutely, and they like it because we are sitting with them on a monthly basis after the statement that you receive from the management,
But they
and
also
every
they also understand the HUD and everything when they're buying it.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely every number that's shown in the ad, I'm the one who in charge to explain that.
So let's. Is there any properties you want to look at in detail?
Yes, the one what was the address in Craney? Uh,
In Woodcliff, Ohio.
1325 Craney.
Yeah.
That's the one I would like to talk about, particularly because of the area. It's a great area. It's a great property. We bought it, and the investor made more than 9% yearly, and it's a great equity position. It's a great investment to our investors.
Now this isn't counting the equity position. This is just the income that you're talking
Correct.
about.
Yeah, I'm talking about 9% is just the income. Equity is around 20% of it.
Okay.
So it's a
And that's
great
not
property.
and that's not projected numbers. That's real numbers.
Correct. Absolutely, according to the business plan. So I will be happy if you can show us like the process that you do, especially on this property.
Yeah, on this particular one, this is actually a good picture of it right here. This is before we bought it, and it was, it needed some work, but it was in a great area. Had this addition back here, which we really liked, but you can see it's somewhat dated.
Yes.
It needed, and as you know, Sagiv, to get the top rents, and I believe this one's right at 1,300 a month.
Yes.
Um, you need to have a modern looking home. So you can see here, I don't think the pink is modern.
Yeah.
So the good news
Absolutely.
here is that we do have crews that do this for them, and we do give them a detailed rehab budget for that. Now, is it on 100% of the time? About 96, 97% of the time, we're right on budget.
Correct.
But we also have an inspection before we buy it, so we know what we're getting into, and so does the client, more importantly.
Correct.
So
And
this,
we do, and sorry to interrupt, but we try to calculate everything, include the appliances if needed. So we add it to the quote.
right. So so let's look at the kind of after done here. So this is after we're finished with the house. As you can see, we painted the front patio, and you can see the floors are much nicer, much better
Right.
paint. You can see we put the linoleum flooring. We left this carpet in here. We usually do not do that, but this was in good condition. So when it goes out, we'll be putting the plank linoleum in there,
Right.
which will last about 5 to 7 years. It saves the owner a lot of money. And these also have wood floors that we clean and poly, and there's new blinds, plugs, switches, lights. We go through the plumbing. You can see here we have a guy that has a car paint that he puts on these particular. If you remember, that was pink.
Totally different bath.
Yeah, it'll last 10 years.
Right. Right.
And you could, like I said, when they're ready to sell it, we'll be there for that too, or whatever. So here's all this. We redid all this. Is all plank flooring that we put upstairs there. And here's some more. And then there's a little bathroom down here. There's a shower and a toilet. So you can see there's actually 2 bathrooms in this house, which is important. In some cases, we rent a lot of 1 bathrooms too. So so this particular one was great. Now, the other thing that I should mention is that we also send update videos. So during the process of this house, this particular one got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 videos and a tour. So so these are all going through the house. They're all going through the house here and telling them what we're doing. This was during the snow, so it does snow in Cleveland. Yikes! But it doesn't snow a lot. People think it snows a lot, but it does not. It doesn't get super cold here either. But
I want to say something about the update videos. It's very important for me that I present the investors in front of of their investment in the U.S. It's very easy for me to show them, hey, this is what we do on a weekly basis. So they get the update video and they're very happy with it. They understand what's going on with their property. They understand who's talking in front of them, who represent them on field. Right? It's very important for the investor, this update video that you receive on a weekly basis.
yeah, and so what we do at the end is we do a virtual tour. Now this, as you can see, has been seen 103 times because that's what we use to rent it. So one of our great things that we have is that they're running out on this. Sorry. One of the great things that we have as a marketing company, we do rentals totally different. We get them rented very quickly to top grade A because they go through the property management requires My Smart Move, and they approve all of them. They're very strict about who they approve. So this is a video that goes through the whole house in detail, talks about everything. So when a tenant comes back out, a potential tenant comes to look at it, they're going to be like a second showing almost.
Right. Absolutely. It's very important.
So this is kind of what we do different. We really keep a catalog of what's going on with the property. So it keeps your clients updated, keeps them sleeping at night and knowing that their particular work is going to be done and be taken care of. So they're going to get all those updates during the process of that particular rehab.
So actually, if the investor would like to see his update video from 6 months ago about his property,
right?
So we do have a catalog. We can send him, hey, this is how it looks. This is how it looks now. So
right.
It's all clear. It's very important. When I'm going back to the inspection.
Yes.
So on the inspection report, we see all the things need to be done at the property. It's very important for a few perspectives. The first one is, of course, the renovation. The second one is in front of the insurance. If something happened to the insurance, if something happened to the property, and the insurance make kind of an issue. So, hey, this is the inspection report. This is what we did. We have everything filed, and we can show your process to the insurance. It is very important.
But the other thing too, I think we got to really point out, the most important thing of all of it is the client being successful in their investment, and that's really the key here. And that's really, we just don't do it any different. If a deal doesn't look good, I'll walk away from it in about 3 seconds. I have no problems with that, as Sagiv knows.
We did.
We have, yeah, many times. So we want AB areas, and the difference between us, there's a big difference because I'm a licensed agent. Everything's going to be done correctly and right. And we've run into a lot of investors that didn't use us, and they could have done a lot better with us than not with us. So that's one thing you get with us. You're going to have a team on the ground. You're going to get taken care of, and most importantly, your chances of being successful are very high.
Correct. All right, my friend. So thank you very much for this video.
Thank you.
Very important what we discussed today. And talk to you next time, my friend.
Thank you.